Alright, so I know every time a Spider-Man game rolls around, for whatever reason, a lot of people ask the question, can we free roam around the character, the Spider-Man, out of costume? So, obviously, before Miles Morales was introduced to the Insomniac games as a playable hero, a lot of people were wondering, can you free roam around as Peter Parker? The answer to that question in Marvel Spider-Man 2 is actually yes, surprisingly. Now, obviously, in the PC versions of the game, it's very easy to do, just throw on a mod and boom, you're free roaming around as Peter, but in Spider-Man 2, you can only accomplish the ability to free roam as Peter Parker through a glitch. And it's fairly simple. Just make sure you're following everything that I'm doing in the video to a T. And I gotta give a shout out to OOB Vault for being the first creator, as far as I'm aware, to have found this glitch. If there's somebody else that found it sooner, let me know and I'll add credit in the description. The first and most important step in order to accomplish this glitch and allow yourself the opportunity to free roam around New York City as Peter Parker is to make sure you hit that like button right now. But in all seriousness, you can only ever start doing this glitch as long as you have in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app in those side quests, the photo help mission. If you don't have that side quest, you can't do this, so make sure you have it. Go over to the photographer who needs some help and then reminisce, go down memory lane, and then you'll see you start playing as a younger Peter Parker riding your bike through New York City. The bike controls are a little finicky and they're gonna bother you the most, I think, trying to do this glitch, but just bear with me. As you're riding your bike down the street, inevitably you're gonna come across a construction zone. Don't go past this point. Definitely don't get to the next checkpoint. Stop in this construction zone and then follow where I'm going on screen. There's a little slot you gotta get the bike into, and then after you push yourself in there, the bike will just start glitching out and the camera will get completely messed up. Inevitably though, if you just wiggle it around and jimmy it a little bit, you'll see that the bike, Peter Parker, he pops out on the other side of the cage, and then boom, you're in the open world. Now, if you wanted, you can just find a way to get over to the water, jump in, and then web zip back up to the surface, as it'll allow you to do so, and you can kind of walk around and jump around as Peter Parker. But you can't swing and you can't do a lot of the normal Spider-Man stuff unless you do exactly what I'm going to tell you from here on out. After you get onto the other side of that cage, you're going to need to go to this exact location that I've pinpointed here on the map. It's about a 3 or so minute bike ride to head down to that dock, but once you get there, ride your bike down the stairs and prepare yourself at the end of the dock to go down into the water. You need to make sure that you're going full speed ahead into the water. Just make sure you're mashing X and then have that little hop into the water, and now we get things started. You're gonna see as you're in the water, first of all, the animation is completely bugged out. Obviously, we're performing a glitch here, so that makes sense. And you'll see that you can web zip back up to the surface, but don't do so just yet. Doing so will only enable you to be able to just walk around and jump around. If you want to be able to web swing and actually have some fun free roaming as Peter Parker, what you need to do is kind of swim over to the rocks and make sure you get it to the point where Peter Parker is standing up on his 2 feet. Now that he's standing, then you can web zip back up to the surface and boom, you can web swing around, you can do some web zips, but unfortunately you are missing out on some traversal mechanics that are available in Spider-Man 2. So there's no loop-de-loops, there's no slingshots, you can't even do air tricks, and unfortunately you're missing out as well on the web wings. You can't even do like the explosive point launch even if you have it unlocked already. And the city, weirdly, depending on where you are in the story, will look exactly as it does at that point in the game. I'm going to assume because of the fact that Insomniac wasn't expecting us to be able to perform such a glitch. Now, you obviously can't change the time of day. You're stuck at the time of day that's set when you activate the actual side quest itself. But for the most part, it's pretty fun. Swinging around New York City as Peter Parker, it reminded me of the Ultimate Spider-Man games, and that makes sense. I mean, Peter Parker's design, the younger version at least, looks very much like the Ultimate Comics. Lots of photo mode opportunities that you can get out of this as well. And if you want to jump out of the glitch, just restart your checkpoint, you're back on the bike, and then you can go and do the rest of the mission. But remember, once you complete the mission, you lose it, so you'll never have this opportunity again. We're all hoping, of course, that Insomniac adds in the feature like they had in Spider-Man Miles Morales, where you can replay these side missions, because that would be a lot of fun, especially this mission. I mean, at the end, Spider-Man strikes a really cool pose. I would like to see what it looks like with different suits. And then as a general note, for those watching, if you can't perform this and you've been watching this at a later date as of when this is uploaded, well, this glitch may have been patched. So to those people, I say, hopefully you enjoyed me free roaming around as Peter Parker. I'm sorry that you can't do this anymore. But with that being said, let me now kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comments section below. Was this glitch helpful? Did you have a lot of fun swinging around the city as Peter Parker? And if there are any more fun things like this that you'd like to see me cover cover on this channel, let me know in the comments section below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Tons of more Spider-Man 2 content is coming your way. With that being said, I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.